a few that the mayor touched upon, but we're really excited about this collaboration with the city and the Board of Education. It's just another great example about how we're able to work together for the children and the citizens of Norwalk. One, we have some contracts that will be expiring, and so we're excited right off the bat in beginning to explore the potential of bulk purchasing of electricity and natural gas. So we'll be paying close attention to that, looking for discounts, looking for ways that we can save funding by perhaps going after more competitive pricing. A second area specifically is in the area of smarter lighting, using LED lighting that can save 10 to 15% of energy costs. We actually have already begun to do some of that. We piloted the use of LED lighting in one of our gymnasiums at the Tracy School, and that's worked well. We're also using cost-efficient energy lighting in some of the safety areas, exit signs, hallways, et cetera, in a number of our schools. So that's another area where we will look for potential savings. Third, as our contracts expire, we'll plan to transition our schools into single-stream recycling, which the city has already successfully implemented last summer. And then finally, what I want to talk about is this is a tremendous opportunity for a learning experience for our students and staff. There are energy programs where students can get directly involved and take ownership for the school buildings and the environments that they're in, not only at school but even at home. And we think that the kind of learning experiences that they're going to have from this are going to extend and ripple across the community in different ways. And there are some excellent programs that I'm aware of, directly aware of, that can work and work well for students. So we're excited from an educational perspective, as well as saving money for taxpayers and for our school system, and then just doing the right thing and being smart about our investments.
It's an excellent point. Thank you for bringing that up, because a responsible student learning all these ways of conserving energy and living responsibly will transform into adults who are aware of their responsibility to take advantage of these energy efficiencies and to do whatever they can to reduce energy costs and find alternative sources of fuel. And again, none of this would have been possible if it wasn't for some very hardworking people, two of whom have been with me during the beginning of my campaign. Councilman John Kites and Diane Lauricella. John came to me, he's a construction and building management professional, came to me with the idea of capturing school energy purchasing opportunities and local environmental that he's partnered with the school system and finding ways to be more efficient. Also, Diana Lauricella, who came to me with the idea of assembling a team of broad experience to assess our energy and environmental responsibilities and opportunities for savings in a comprehensive manner. She is a member of the Connecticut Green Building Council. Both of these people worked very diligently with me during the campaign. They knew of we discussed this many times about putting together an energy and conservation task force, and we actually did some press releases during the campaign about it. So I'd like to allow John to address the group. He is going to chair the task force, and I'm very pleased to have him on board as well.
All right, thank you. Mayor Rilling, I would first like to thank you, Dr. Rivera, for arranging that we have this at a school, and especially Merrimack. Both my children attend Merrimack. It's very symbolic to me. To not be here at my children's school to announce this great collaboration is something I'll remember forever, and I believe my children will also. Mr. Riley, I want to thank you for personally choosing me to be the chair of your new task force, and you know that I won't take the responsibility lightly. The public should be aware that the BOE and the city are working together seamlessly. We have two good men with Dr. Rivera and Mayor Rilling who both have the best interests of Norwalk in mind. Their ability to see the need for collaboration is a sign of the forward progress that has come to Norwalk. Now I'd like to introduce Diane Lauricella. Many of you know her already, but for those who don't, she's an energy and environmental professional who has played a big part in putting this all together. Diane, do you like to have you announce all the Mayor's new Energy and Environment Task Force members, if you don't mind?
Sure. Thank you, John. And again, thank you, Mayor Rilling and Superintendent Rivera for joining in this really exciting effort. It's really getting things in a positive direction. The members at this time of the task force are, besides John, who's going to begin as chair, Rosa Murray, who is the Finance Committee Chair of the Board of Education, Jack Chiramonte, who is the School Facilities and Planning Chair of the Board of Education, myself, Eric Gribben, who is the Program Director for the Norwalk Community College Building Efficiency and Sustainable Technology Program. It's a green jobs program and has lots of interesting approaches. William Wren, former councilman, environmental advocate, is one of the founders of the city's open space fund program when he was councilman. Kerry O'Neill is the director of the Connecticut Green Bank, which is a division of the Connecticut Clean Energy and Finance and Investment Authority. So we need to find ways of funding some of our approaches as well, and she lives in Norwalk. Diane Seldich lives in Norwalk. She is one of the founders of the Ledgebrook Condominium Energy Task Force, and by day is the Sound Waters Environmental Center Director at Stanford. Steve Winter is the president and founder of Steve Winter Associates. It is an internationally known lead green design company right here in South Norwalk for 25 years. So we are very pleased at that. And lastly, Robert Eit. He's a retired but still also in practice financial executive and certified public accountant in New York, New Jersey, and Connecticut. As Mayor Rilling stated, we're in the process of looking at forming some committees to assist this task force in their work. There have been many people that have approached Mayor Rilling, myself or John, and so we are still in the process of putting that together, and it includes professionals and people that are very dedicated to helping our city and our schools in either energy and the environmental programs. And lastly, I just wanted to say that I'm very pleased to have in Mayor Rilling and Superintendent Rivera two leaders who are very interested in realizing that this is very important for our city to move forward. And also we're very lucky to have Councilman Kaitis, who is on several really important council committees that deal with building management and infrastructure. So I look forward to moving forward and helping with this big effort.
Thank you, Diane. As we all know, most task forces will operate for a period of time, complete a report, and their work is done. That's not the case with this task force. This task force will be continually operating in order to explore new opportunities, to put forth new ideas and reach out to different parts of the community. We know by investing perhaps a little bit of money up front, you can save a tremendous amount of money at the back end by your energy efficiencies, but also, again, it boils down to living responsibly and using the resources of our planet responsibly, and making sure that we're not wasteful, making sure that we're being resourceful. There's things we can teach people all kinds of different things. As Dr. Rivera mentioned about students, I mean, how many people leave the water running while they're brushing their teeth? Those kinds of little things cost money and they're wasteful. So it's just learning at the lowest level up to the more sophisticated level of learning maybe perhaps solar energy and gas-powered vehicle or natural gas-powered vehicles. I know they're talking about today at the Economic Development luncheon for the Chamber of Commerce. They spoke about looking in the future because the United States is on the brink of becoming less reliant on foreign sources of energy. And that includes some of the vehicles that we'll be using in the United States will be natural gas powered as opposed to diesel powered, or so we'll use, rather than using fossil fuels and things like that. So we're looking forward to working with the task force. And I really want to thank everybody for their cooperation. Dr. Rivera was there from the beginning. As I said, John and Diane have been there with me right from the beginning, and we started talking about these during the campaign. And we need to strike an energy use, land use, and environmental management balance that enhances our quality of life, reduces costs, and recognizes savings for our taxpayers on a regular basis. So I'm excited about this. It's something that we've mentioned, as I said, and we're going to hit the ground running, and I'm sure that we're going to be very, very successful. If you have any questions, we'll certainly try to answer